Hi, it's 6:53 in the morning on September 22nd, 2021, 23 on Friday? Yeah, Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be done by Sunday because that's gonna be my Friday, that'll be my Saturday, and that'll be my Sunday. And then last night I did these catch-ups. There's little bits that I didn't do before. And I got done like right at 6. So. And after I do that, I'm gonna right click and put in the folders which are already made, paste 1 through 20, number them, and then there's going to be 20 folders, so 20 folders of 20 times 20 is 400, because it's 400 by 400 for 160,000, and so I'll paste in number 20, and then I do the color for it, another 20 color up to 400, and then I go back 400 so that the numbers are staggered, so that when you look at it, I'm interested to see what it looks like. So I'm going to want to do 800, 400 across, then 400 back. And then that's when I'll get caught up with my life, pay taxes. I think I need to get signed up for homeowners bills and maybe pay my taxes from last year, for what I owed, and clean up my room, ferret poop, that kind of stuff. And then, finish this. And I don't even know how long it'll take. That's why I want to know how long it'll take to do the 400 across and back, because I'll get an idea. This takes a little while because I have to, zoom down, go to the middle, drag it out to 50 over and over again. And a lot of the time it accidentally goes to ground level because it's Boulder and it's like right downtown. So it sucks you to ground level, and or it zooms out. Really sensitive Apple mouse, so just all of that, and then I have to drag it from temporary into the main folder. So just all that together will make it, I think, take longer than the second part, where all I have to do is right click, paste, cut, left click, paste. Right click, cut, left click, paste, right click, rename it. And then 20 times, and then color 20 times. That's like way quicker. So, and I can listen to the book. So, I'm like 3/4 of the way through St. Augustine, Book of Job. I'm looking for the inner tube right now. I'm at book 24, chapter 6. And it's like 3/4 of the way through. Here, I'll show you. As you can see there, that's how far through I am. 24-6. 3,200 page book. For some reason, I have all of my books, all the big books are 3,200 pages, it seems like. But zooming through it, he's really philosophical, so it's kind of like background music, trying to pay attention as much as I can, but I want to stay focused on it and bust through it, and just bust through all the big ones that I can, because then the little ones will be more enticing. And then eventually, because this computer goes fast, I don't know how much faster than how I had it set for 50 minutes a page, 50 seconds a page, but I think my phone, sometimes I do my phone, when the earphones die, because I only have one pair of earphones that work on both sides right now, and they don't even always work on both sides. So when the batteries die, I'll just do it on my phone with the other earphones. So then it goes slower. So I do understand a little bit more, but it's cool. I'm listening to two different speeds, and I came up with the idea, and it was actually like as I like really had to pee, and I was like tired too or something, so I couldn't concentrate. The reason I'm doing my video now is because I can't see, dude. Like, I was trying to scroll and I couldn't see the 50 because I have like eye worms. I could see fine, everything was great, and then I went to the store. And then as I was riding my bike back, I was like, oh my God, what's the eye worms? So from like moving around or something, I don't know what it was, but I get eye worms more and more actually, with more frequency. But they don't last that long. So they only last 20 minutes, 30 minutes. By the time I'm done with this video, hopefully they'll be gone and I'll be able to see the 50, the 50, where I scroll it out. I have to be able to see. Yeah. If I was like doing the next part where it's just copy paste, I could have the eye worm and still work, because the eye worm, it always goes right over where I focus, so I can't see the number. I can now, but it's kind of off on the side. But anyway, what was I saying? I had this idea, and I haven't even had the time to think about it. So maybe I'll think about it right now for the first time. Because I was thinking, like, on my website, on the books, if you have different fonts and colors for different things, like, which make it real easy to understand. And in real life, it was kind of like that. Like in the Roman, I only heard about it recently, I think in Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, but the Roman emperor would write in red ink or purple ink. So I don't know what it meant, but like purple ink was for, I guess, for political, and red maybe war or something. But yeah, it wasn't in black like we do everything now. But on my website, I wanted to do different fonts for different things, like, red for when they're talking about a war, purple when they're talking about like a law that's aligned with my timeline, because I have different colors that mean different things, and different fonts and everything, which would make it easy to find where you are and look. But then I was thinking, well, why not do that with the voices too? Because the Macintosh is set up with all these different voices. So I might as well use the voices. Like when you have like somebody reading a Plato dialogues, people read the book to you, and they have like a whole group of thespians to represent all of the people. You could do the same exact thing with your phone, with your computer, with all the different voices. So like you could make a YouTube video. You know how they have like YouTube videos where you could watch, where you read, like a robot reading a book? Well, do that. I want to do that on my website, only utilize the video format of it, because I had this other idea of making a YouTube video that you would like hit play as you hit play on the book, where on the book it was like maybe soft music, and then it just says the name of the person and what year it is, so that you always know what year it is. And I was like, well, why don't you just put it all together in a YouTube video? So and then you do the voices. So in the YouTube video, you would have Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, and you'd have the whole thing at 50 seconds a page. That's a good speed, that average speed that would work for everybody, the people who like fast and the people who like slow. And it's what's set for my website. So like Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, you could have the whole thing. It'd be like 136 hours, 136 hours on YouTube, but you would have the computer read the different voices of the people. Or it's the same person reading it, but you would have a different voice reading a different thing that's happening. So you would have the website already set up with the different colors and fonts, and so each color and font gets its own voice. And so as you're reading it, each color and font gets its own voice. Now you're talking about a war. Now the war voice comes in, so that you always know what subject of like 20 different subjects, because you have like 20 different voices on Macintosh. Female voices, you have like 40 or 50 different voices if you're talking male and female. So you could have female voices as the home-centered stuff, male voices as like the outdoor war stuff. Then you have 40 different meanings. Then you'd always know what you're talking about. This has never been done before. And then on top of that, in the background, you would have like theme music, like that I'd get off in Vado, because there's a lot of good historical theme music that we'll bring in the moment, of things that were invented and that were actually listened to at the time. But along with that, you would be saying what year it is, just over and over again, in like a Gregorian chant, an exact Gregorian chant. You'd just be saying the year over and over again, so that for the entire book, of all the books, so that so that you can align it with with my timeline, and you can prepare it in your head for when you take the history test, so you know what year it is. So I want to do that for like all the books. I'm like, and of course, because it's a video, you have the words in the background. Now, when Macintosh reads stuff, it doesn't actually trace it like the phone does, but the phone doesn't do it right anyway. Like when I play something that's like 100 pages or something or whatever, or 50 pages, the chapters are really long in Book of Job. Oh no, I do it like 10 at a time on my phone. I just do 10 chapters, which is usually like 20 minutes or something. So, by the time it's done reading, the little thing that traces is like 5 pages, like a whole chapter or 2 chapters above. So it just goes way slower. So, and you can't play it until it catches up. So I have to like watch stuff on my other TV. I mean on my like computer or whatever, or on YouTube on my phone. And then it'll let it scroll and do the next. Is this like trying to read it to the bottom in like 5 minutes later? So, but I mean, theoretically, maybe in the future when I do this, maybe there'll be a program that I could download or something, and not just the default, or maybe you could set it, do the settings on the Mac, where it actually traces it as you're reading it. So that you put that in the background with my website, because my website will have built in all of the images, so it'll just have it. It'll be tracing it up automatically like the phone does, and you can see the images of what's going on, like with the numbers of people. I'll have the numbers of everything, and the numbers with the different font signifying everything, and the voices, all that together. That would be the best way to read book, because all those different things, like how many layers did I just mention? The visual fonts, the images on the side, the different voices, the background date on YouTube, 4 different things. Like, because now it's just somebody reading it, and it's like, it might as well be like on your Apple Music and not on YouTube with the video, like that's, people need to take advantage of the video. So yeah, so that's yet another project. If I said that to my mom, she would freak out. Not another thing, but I'm like, dude, that's like something that has to happen. So it's like, besides, I think that's something that you could create, and it'll just take care of itself, you do a screen capture and then just hit play, and then you do it by per chapter, I guess, as long, or whatever you can trust the computer to do with the memory, computer wouldn't be able to, can't read for more than like an hour until it starts like garbling. So you do it in chunks of like exactly a half hour. Try to keep it in exactly chunks of half hour, and then break them up inside with the. Oh yeah, also with YouTube you can click to where you go, so you can have links to interesting parts and all the different chapters and bits inside with the links. Oh my God, that make it even better. Then you can read it. It'd be like a book that you can link, and then it reads to you. So it'd be like a book on YouTube, because you can actually read it. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I just thought of that, like you're looking at it as a book, yeah, I try to make the videos as long as I can though. Oh yeah, and then I would just paste it all together in one big, like put the whole book on one video. After making it on the computer in lots of videos, I'd paste it all together, as big of a video as I could, with the memory of the computer, and then put that on YouTube. And yeah. Anyway, but with this high visual quality, all in 4K, because then you could see the video playing on like your freaking 80-inch TV, and then you just walk up to the TV and you can see all the different 160,000 people or whatever, thousands of people that they're talking about. You can see all the different people, and then you can see the images that I get off Wikipedia and Vado on the side of everything as they're talking about it, like in detail on the side of the computer. Or if you're on a computer or your phone, you can scroll it out, you can expand it, on YouTube or on your phone, and then see the video, the image, and then get it down. So that's why you want it all to be 4K. Anyways, so that's like a new thing. My little Savannah monitor didn't come out yesterday. Yeah, hopefully it's okay. I'm gonna have to order some more online. Maybe I'll do that today. Some more Doobie Roses. So yeah, I'm gonna go back, and I got my energy drink. I actually left it in there. Got 2 of them. 2 goes for $5. Bubblicious and smells mocha something. It almost tastes like mocha. And then smoke a bunch of weed, and maybe listen to music, and get going on this sucker. Yeah, I just barely got in time, like right at 6:09. I got done with all those others, and so now I can get started with this one. And I've been working well, fast. As I started to listen to the book, that's when I started tracing really fast too. And so yeah, at the beginning I was kind of an idiot. I was tracing slower because it was like zoomed in too far. You can zoom it, trace faster if you zoom out farther because you don't have to move your hand around. But and it naturally zooms in, makes it just as accurate because it snaps, but just naturally. But anyway, that's all. Yeah, get going to work, and can't wait to see what that rainbow thing, those first lines, and then finally get caught up with work. Oh, we're just in time for 27th, and when I see my mom, and get the little remote, garage remote my roommate wants, and yeah, and then that's when I kind of reevaluate my money. Actually, no, I was going to say reevaluate my money and maybe get another reptile, but I want to set up my apartment first before I get a reptile. Do another stage where I set up the green iguana cage and the roof of my ceiling of my bedroom, the bearded dragon cage above my refrigerator, and the chameleon cage above the 30-gallon tank, which I'll build up next to the couch, and the ferret extensions and the bearded dragon, extensions and everything. So that'll take like a couple of months. I have most of the gear already, and I should get farther out of debt first. But I was thinking, like, when I'm done with doing this thing, maybe another month with these numbers, these colors, and then I make the link and everything, and then do the screen captures and upload it to Flickr. Maybe it'll be another 2 months. I don't know, because I have to do 6,000 screen captures just from 160 down to 100, and down to 40. But and then I have to add the other ones that go out, and then maybe build the one that goes up. But after this big project, in like another month or two, because I'll be on a roll, I might tell my mom, like, look, let's just like not hang out that much, because I'm on a roll and I want to do some things. I might do the next deep dive thing that I wasn't so sure I was like when I was going to do it, because it was big, because now I'm in deep dive mode, like fuck it mode. This year turned out to be like a deep year. I did a lot of Google Earth stuff in the animals this year too, but I was thinking about doing the law code. Now maybe I'll just practice it now, I don't know. But because I built the skeleton of the whole thing. So all I would have to do is go in, maybe, find where it is. And maybe all it is just a copy paste, of every one. So the same thing, only copy paste, and just do that for all of them. I don't know how many there are, but I could probably look maybe on the site, and because then I'll be able to gauge what numbers it is and how long it'll take based off of this. This is going to be a good calibrator to know how long it takes to do things. And there's another thing I'm going to do on Flickr. I've been screen capturing as I've been doing this every like 6 hours. I've been screen capturing, or 4 hours or whatever. And I screen capture, I take it up to the upper right, and I screen capture with the time and date on above. And the screen capture has that also, because then I'm going to put that on Flickr. And it's going to actually, because you can click through, and you can see it grow over time, and you can actually see with the time. And I'll put the time and date as the title of it. So you can click through and you can see as it grows, you can see how productive I am, and then how productive, and so then I can make that like standardized, and then plug that into the rest of my website. And like, like this project takes this long, which is this many of the traces, which I had here, you know what I mean? It would be a good calibrator. So, anyways, let's keep this under 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm still awake. Hopefully I don't get to sleep. I want to get ahead on this. So yeah, I'm going to listen to music, smoke a bunch of weed, finish my energy drinks, both of them. I do them in succession. And then, yeah, I drink like 6 energy drinks a day. I'm drinking more now because I do the 2-for-1s. I do 2, and I want the good ones. So I get 2 ghosts because of 2-for-1s. I choose the different fancy flavors. And then for $5, 2 for $5. And then I go 2 monsters, because those are good. Those are tasty with a different flavor, more sweeter, I think. And 2 for $4. And then I can get another one, 3 different flavors, extreme energy or whatever, for $1.29. So then I go in and I get that, and that's good tasting. That's the one that I was exclusive to before. So I usually get like 5 a day, and it seems like I can kind of like live on it because I don't eat that much apart from that. Just my protein drink, protein powder, and like a banana and a salad. And I've had like and I'm like I've got like yeah, I'm eating more and more natural food because I got some like potato chips like sea salt and vinegar potato chips the other day, and I don't even want to eat them. And then I got Cheez-Its the other day, and I don't want to eat that. I got these 2 bowls of potato chips and Cheez-Its, but I don't want to eat them because they're too salty. So I'm like, my appetite's going down. I'll nibble on it, but I got a pizza the other day, and I just threw most of it in the trash because I never even ate it. It was just sitting on the oven for like 2 days, and so I'm like barely eating. I have this I have 2 canisters or buckets, whatever you call them, of tomato soup in my fridge for like the last 5 days that I haven't even eaten. Because I'm like, all I eat is like 6 energy drinks, 5 energy drinks, like 3 bananas, 3 helpings or whatever of protein drink, and sometimes I get like a protein or like a fruit juice, like a Kai juice or a naked juice, and like that's all I eat. That's like what I live on. Yeah, so, and my vitamins, and so yeah, that's pretty cool, living like a sadhu. Anyways, that's enough talking. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be saying that I kept up on this, and I'm like, yeah, and maybe I'll even, by Sunday night, I don't know, if I'm like super good, like all of a sudden I don't have to drink or sleep and drinking all the energy drinks, I can do the rainbow cross before Monday, I don't know. And then on Monday I can finally get caught up on all the life stuff. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.